Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I am artist and spiritualist. I thought I'd come and share some information, some ideas about the spiritual ascension process, the spiritual side of life. So I'm going to pull a few cards to see first what the angel wants to intervene. The highest wisdom is a learning process. It's really an apprentissage. It's a learning process. It's every day we are being groomed into this ascended mastery form to become fully responsible, to shine our light and to be able to broadcast this light into the world, to become free from inferior influences. What we need to understand is the meeting. We're gonna, if you're invited to event or if you just follow the flow, there's gonna be we need to there's all kinds of people we still haven't met yet in this lifetime that will come into our life, and also that we may reach. There may be some people we haven't seen in a long time that may come back. What we need to do is the magician, is the energy, is the one, the power of the one. And the outcome will be reparation. We're going to be able to bring the balance back into all things, and mostly in personal life, but also progressively in the planet. For the Creator knows all things, and we wish to know all that the Creator knows. For the source is our true self and identity. We want to know the love of God. We want to know the mercy of God. We want to know the light of God. We want to know the truth of God. We want to see, we experience all that, and continue to ask. For life is not perfect on the earth because it's a growing process. It's far from being perfect as we can perceive it on the outside. But the ministry is always perfect because it serves a purpose. As bizarre as it can sound, everything has his own sense and reason for being, and for God understand all value and all meaning, and it's for us to discover new values and meaning, and those are revealed by our great I Am presence. For God is an infinite reality, an infinite consciousness. But what does that mean? Infinite is infinite reality, past, present, and future of the master universe and beyond. But for us, past, present, and future is just a linear time. But so that for the Creator is within all timeline. Even the darkest, it has to be. Nothing can be outside of his consciousness. And so, God knows all universe, all timelines, all potential. But he's within all timelines, but he's also beyond the timelines. So it's. And we want to connect to this timeless moment of the now. The card of the day is biblical, to follow the great I Am, that I Am. It's like it was revealed to Moses, and then the Christ came and nailed it down. And so, and we need to create, to be conscious, to be responsible. For Abraham Lincoln used to say, the best way to predict the future is to create it. For it's hearsay, so that it was just a thought that was communicated on the internet. For sometimes we have quotation that comes to us through the internet, and when you get an information from a book directly from an author, you can know that it is a true quote. But this is like, you really would have to go research to know if Abraham Lincoln really said that, but it makes sense, so it sounded good, so I thought I know that, I took a note. For it's good to offer advice only when we ask, when someone asks us for our point of view. It is good to offer it, but often not to force an information before it is being solicited. For here I'm asked to talk, so I talk, and I'm doing that openly. And for all the truth is available to all seekers. When we're ready for truth, it unfolds. But even on the mainstream media, I don't watch TV, but I know if I would turn on the TV, I would see that there would be someone defending the light now. There is a certain aspect of the light that would show up that wasn't there before. So for the ascension is the time of it's the time of the judgment, and we here, and it's the judgment day, and after the judgment will come the resurrection and the ascension. For my consciousness has been ascended for decades. It's just the physical body and the emotional body, the third and fourth dimension. The rest is fine for me. So I'm still working through this process, but know that if you decided to ascend, your name has already been written on the roll call of ascension on Shambhala, and you're getting ready for that. And we'll need, we already have an ascended master or guides or spirit to assist us, because when we're going to get on angels, archangels, when we're going to get there, it's going to be like completely different. Sometimes I find out that I worry about problems that I do not have, so I just try to let go. It's like, why is it just an idea to anticipate future problem, to already have the solution when anything comes in? You just know that you're already gonna go to the right on that level. And so I want to talk about the great central sun. The great central sun is the center of our universe, and it communicates its own light. It's like a translucid light that this communicates through the physical sun. So just take the intake. But the great central sun is God, in truth, and is the great I am presence. The great central sun is the great I am presence. When you meditate, if you can open your third eye directly to the great central sun and draw directly the energy, or you call on the great central sun to charge you as a charge to recharge light regularly like a battery. And for in essence, the great central sun is a huge collective consciousness. There are trillion, quintillions of beings that lives within those world, the celestial world. When the I am presence that is within us, within and above us, is a pre-personal fragment of the first source and center. So spiritually speaking, it is different, but in terms of meaning and sense and purpose, it is exactly the same. It is the one. And so eventually we'll be allowed to penetrate that, because even the ascended master are not allowed in the great central sun. They have a mission here, only some of them, like the Christ, because Joshua has the responsibility inside. But even when he comes out of the great central sun, when he does this, because that's what his administration is, the celestial administration. Then when he comes back and communicate with the other ascended master, he doesn't communicate to them what he's been doing there. So it is something eventually will be given access to those spheres. Once we fulfill the mission of service, we have done enough service, we are elevated to the next level and the next level and the next level. I'm going to pull a few cards. Well, I wanted to thank you very much for listening, for sharing, for commenting, for subscribing. I thank you for your donations. And if you're on a private session, you can send me an email. I wanted to, like my card of the day is the highest wisdom of the day. It's a step ahead. It's already to be prepared, to know that you're prepared. You don't know all the details, but you're prepared. You're ready. I am ready, Creator. Bring it on. I am ready. What we need to understand is the milk and honey, the good things out of life, to accept a good life, an easy life, a life full of joy. What needs to be done is chaos and conflict, to allow all the discordance to be indifferent to the discordance. That there's so many things that are need to be expurged. So it's not to get emotionally entangled in any of the deconstruction process, you see. And the outcome will be the house cleaning, just on a personal level as well as on a planetary level. For it is never on the planetary level. The power lies in the unification of personal consciousness with the divine consciousness of the Creator. For it is the Creator that has the power. It is not the ego of man. Man has certain limited power. He believes he has power because it's given by the Creator. But when you unite your force with that of the Creator can do so much to do miracles, to do magic, for the see. I want to also discuss the idea that the ascended master of our planet they're very essential to the ascension of the planet. They're the spiritual aristocracy. They are those beings who have lived a human life. They're not higher spirit beings that come, maybe on the soul level, on the spirit level, before they even came down here. They came from a higher plane. It's possible also. Anything's possible. We're all so vast and so complex, and all is true. But they basically they have mastered the program of the physicality and been elevated into a program of light, the seventh dimension. But and what's interesting is, like, once we get elevated to that level, 7 dimensions, we be able to utilize many forms and bodies depending on the mission. For now, we have one body. It's this physical body. It's like having only one suit. It's always like wearing it. And since we sometimes we eventually use it up because we only have one. But over there we exist beyond form, but we take form to interact with different dimensions, and so we'll have more than one physical garment, and continue to pour your love into your great I am presence, to know that beyond all illusions and polarities there is the love of God. And for you, and so I think I did pull some card. Did I pull some card? Yes. I also wanted to say, avoid, if possible, do whatever you want, but I recommend you avoid any mediatic interaction with if they make they're gonna make, or maybe not in America, but in in Europe. There's this CERN. It's a particle accelerator, and they want to make this great ceremony. It's a satanic ceremony, and they're going to present that in the media as we made a great scientific discovery. Come and look, come and look, come and look. It's so incredible. It's gonna change your life. Look at that. And as soon as you look at it, you're trapped into their grid. So just avoid completely all that. Just send light and love, but I think it's not really this curiosity about that particular thing is not a good idea to investigate. Although if you're full of light, they will not be affected, of course. But still, it's. Because what they're trying to do with this technology was there was a movie that talks about similar principle. It was called Avenger. It's a Marvel movie, and there was all the superheroes, and there was one of them that that opened a portal, opened a doorway into another negative dimension for demons to invade the earth, and that is really what they were trying to do with the sun. Yet Spirit is surrounding the experience, and Metatron said that they will fail, and this technology will be reconditioned to serve humanity in the future. For even there, I was never called to intervene in any way. Because when you call to intervene, you know what to do. When you're not called to intervene, you just get to breathe and love light. And For it is the power of God, power of source, really. When we connect to the source, we can allow more of that source to, with your consciousness, because you are that which is. The power is you, but the power is your power to choose love and to allow this source to unfold through your actions. And so for source is in all things and all beings, but it does not, it leaves a lot of freedom for everybody to self-determine what they choose in life, for the grand experiment of the universe. But the creator also has the loyalty of the beings that follow the heart. It means if God tells me to do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna question it. And it's the same for millions of people. So he knows that when the plan is ready, he's got enough agents that are transparent, clear, lucid, loving people that will be able to go in the transition phase for the planet. Well, and so I'm going to finish with a song and then pull one more card with the Archangel. It's a song about friendship. It's also a song that says, I need somebody to love. But when you have yourself, can you be capable of giving yourself the love you are expecting from someone else? Are we able to give ourselves the love that we want to give to someone else? So that is the challenge. So it's called Little Help from My Friends. What would you do if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up or walk out on me? Lend me your ear and I sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friend. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Friendship is essential. Is the most essential in terms of love. It is a form, the most powerful form of love, and eventually it is friendship that connects us all. And from the Creator is friendship. Everything, if we don't have that, then it's like there is a. So the last card of the day is the page of Michael, honest, perspicace, critic, and brusque. A new challenge is awaiting. You have everything to succeed. Study all contract and document. So just do your due diligence, but be prepared for great changes in this wind of change. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.